Hello, beautiful souls. How are we? Tuning in for a little message for you guys this week, and something that's been very in my awareness and in my focus, and particularly a bit of a trend among those who I work with and those who I share life with, and we communicate a lot, and that is the method of PETA. So Cindy Van Arnhem was the first person who I ever heard say, asked me, do you PETA? And I'm like, what do you mean? And that is prioritize energy, then take action. So I have never seen a time in this world when PETA has been more important. So this is actually a method from Joy Kingsborough. I don't know if it's her original one or somebody else that we should be crediting, but it is so important right now because this is just the beginning of the whirlwind, of the turmoil, the washing machine of life that we are a part of. And particularly for you, the healer, the intuitive coach, you are here to help and serve people, but it's pretty hard to do when your vibration is low. So prioritizing your energy first. When we've got the full blood moon at the moment, Mercury retrograde, and 2022 is just kicking off, and it's feeling very much the same as 2020 and 2021. So prioritizing your energy first is the biggest message that I want to share with you, because in the past I haven't done that. Who's been in the rabbit hole of just hustle and grind, help people, because the more that we do that and we give from an empty cup, it's so cliche, right? And that's one thing about cliches is they're so corny because they're true. And we know that we can't give from an empty cup, but we still want to. Our heart is in it. And the more that we can stop, and not only for ourselves, but we're teaching our kids this, stop and prioritize your energy first. What an important See, I can't even talk. This is Mercury retrograde in action. But what are we teaching our kids if we just keep going and keep giving and giving and giving? Because the moment that we can stop and center and ground and prioritize our energy first, then take action, then our action at least is going to be aligned with our intention and with our purpose. Whereas if we just keep going like that duck with its legs going 1,000,000 miles an hour under the water, everything looks fine on top and they're gliding along, but it's just working so hard. And our body and our immune system and our endocrine system is working so hard. And what I'm seeing is a lot of people are in the fight and flight, and that diminishes our health. It raises our cortisol levels, and then we can't fight off, any of the infections that we can fight them off, but it's harder, right? We've got to work so much harder. So prioritize energy, then take action. So this is a collective card that I pulled for the group today. And this came up last week as well. I think it was last week. The Lord, what are you attracting in? Because what our thoughts, we usually have an event that triggers a thought, which triggers an emotion, which creates our reality. So where is our focus at the moment? This is a lesson for me as well. What are we focusing on that is creating our thoughts, triggering the emotion, and creating our reality? It's as simple as that. If you don't like the emotions that are coming up and the reality that's being created, shift the focus to what you want to create, trigger those thoughts, those feelings, and create that reality. It really is that simple. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Be mindful of what you're attracting and what you're creating in your life, and prioritize your energy first. There is no life lesson that is more important right now. So sending you all big hugs. Look after your vibe and yourself first so that you can still give from that beautiful full cup of yours and create the ripple effects in the world that you're here for. So sending you big hugs. See you next week.